So I started doing this work because I felt like there was a need to use the platform that I have to be able to not only show my work, but to kind of bring a concept that I feel like a lot of people don't really think about on a daily basis. The inspiration behind it was just solely based on the film stock itself, being that it's pretty rare nowadays and that it's actually gone through quite a bit of usage in the past. I felt like it was kind of a great calling to be able to use it in the way that other photographers have in the past, almost like a drawer, like something to catch your eye and bring you in, and then kind of let you hear the story behind it. So I guess the inspiration was really just based off of other work that I've seen, and currently right now, being that it's something that's no longer produced or created, I felt like being able to use this opportunity was great. So that's kind of where some of the inspiration came from. And as far as what the colors and the red signify to me, I feel like it's really kind of essentially what the show is based off of, which is, all the living plants, all the vegetation, all the things that we tend to not really focus on unless it's bright and in your face. So I think the red for me was a great choice because it kind of shies away from what we see quite a bit in this world, which is green, and sometimes you don't really notice it until it's gone. And that's kind of what the show was based around. I got into photography through skateboarding to start it off. As an individual who grew up with not a lot of means of money, and being able to have to figure out what to do when it came to getting a skateboard. A lot of it was either getting hand-me-downs from friends or collecting money or doing jobs enough to get a skateboard where I could or buy a pair of shoes and be a part of it. And eventually getting more into skateboarding, videos and magazines came into the picture, and I was really more interested in like the photo part of it, and I really enjoyed looking at magazines because it was able to capture the trick in the moment in that right specific time. And for me, that really stuck, really hit a chord in in me, and that's kind of where the inspiration and the want to do photography came from. I know that when I first started photography, I was handed a digital camera from a friend of mine who at the time was taking classes at the community college and ended up having a camera. I, at the time as well, had broken my ankle, so I was on crutches for about 8 months. So he figured, what other way for me to spend my time than having a camera and try to document the time that I wasn't skateboarding. But after that, eventually got into film photography, and that's where it really opened up a big thing in my mind of really wanting to do it. So started on digital, moved to film, stayed on film for about a year or two, and then eventually kind of went back to digital, and now I'm doing both as much as I can and as much as I'm able to when it comes to film.